Hi, yes, I'm going to be doing the relationship talk. Um, um, I just kind of I got out of a relationship like a couple months ago, and it didn't end well. I mean, I wasn't heartbroken or anything. It was more of like I stopped liking you throughout the time we were like in the middle of when we were going out and we were kind of ending, so it wasn't that bad. But it was like I wanted to be friends, but it was just everything went wrong, and it just was crazy. So it didn't work out. But I'm just gonna say like everyone has their own view of what a relationship is. It's not necessarily the boyfriend and girlfriend title. It's what you make a relationship, is what you guys set your standards to be, what you guys allow, what you guys don't allow, what you guys accept. And if you guys are just like in the middle of talking but it's really serious and you don't exactly know where to stand, or you don't know where you guys stand, or you don't know how to come off to where it's like, I know I'm not your girlfriend, but we have been talking this long, and I was in a situation like that. I was talking to someone for like a whole entire year, like a year and a half, and we were not going out. We were just talking, and like it's like we were in a relationship, and me and him knew what me and him were, but to everyone else, it wasn't included as being a relationship. But everyone knew that we talked. So with relationships, it all just depends on what you call your relationship, what you guys set your boundaries and stuff like that within a relationship. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say so. I like older guys, so like I'm 17, so I like to date like 18 and 19. So when I was 16, I like to date 18 and 17. I always go 2 years. 2 years is my limit. I don't go above 2 years. So yeah, but like with the relationships, everyone is different. Everyone reacts differently when you guys break up, when you guys get together, the honeymoon stage. It's a lot to take in, honestly. And when you guys break up, it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to let go, it's a lot to deal with. And if you're young and you like put your all into a relationship, that really sucks. Especially if you spend so much time in this relationship and it just seems like it went down the drain and it was a waste of however long of a period you guys were together of your life. Like, you feel like, oh, you were together for 2 years, it was a waste 2 years of your life. Don't feel like that at all. Like, you should, if anything, you should grow from it. You know what you like now. That's what I like about relationships. You find out what you like, and you find out what you don't like. You find out what you accept and what you don't accept. You sit there, you be like, oh, I wouldn't have no problem, or you know from the outside looking in, you see something like, oh, I would never accept that, or I would never do that, I would never let that like happen to me or allow it to happen to me. And then you're in a relationship, you're in the same situation, and you're sitting there thinking like, I said I would never let this happen to me. But it's different from when you're on the outside looking in and when you're on the inside and this is actually happening to you. So, yeah, it's like a lot because, like, I was thinking to myself, like, I would never talk to a guy for this long and then have nothing happen between us, or have us, like, not go anywhere or be, like, humiliated, or seems like I'm getting played or I'm getting used, from, like, the outside. 'Cause that looks so crazy. But then, like, when you're in the inside and it's actually happening to you, you're actually going through it, you actually like, and especially like if you're in love, it's like you just look over it. You don't see what's going on until you stop liking them, until you stop loving them, when you just start realizing like, hold up, I don't have to deal with this. There's no reason for me to be sitting here dealing with none of this. I could find bigger and better. Like with me, it was people who wanted to talk to me, but I was just so stuck on this one guy. And honestly, to this day, I still like, I'm proud of myself for being stuck on this one guy, because I know people who actually have talked or dated the guys that were like trying to talk to me, and theirs didn't last good or didn't last long, didn't end well. So I'm actually pretty happy. But with everybody, it's different. With me, my relationships is what I make it. Some people have open relationships to where it's like with them, they know that they're together, and then it's like with other people, they're just free to do whatever they want. I'm not that type of person. I can't deal with it at all. So I know I'm not the type of person, but I'm not the jealous type. So it's like if you're doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, I feel no need to tell you. I don't think me as an individual, as a person that I am, I should have to be so nagging towards you or to let you know, like, don't do this, don't do that, or question you, like, why are you doing this or why are you doing that? I think if you're mature, like you say you are, and you consider yourself an adult, you should know right from wrong. You should know what's acceptable in a relationship and what's not acceptable in a relationship. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to nag you. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to go after no girl. I'm not going to hunt no girl down. I'm not going to get in no type of arguments. You know, I'm past that stage. I like look at myself like in the past. I'd be sitting there like, whoa, I really argued over this guy, or like, whoa, I really went like nuts. But then I realized like, totally not worth it. And I've never cried over a guy. So I just personally think if you cry over a guy, that's just you. Some people are emotional. Some people are not. I'm not the type that's emotional. I only cry during deaths. And even during deaths, I didn't even really cry that much. Because I just, yeah. I'm not really a big crier. I'm not really expressive. Is that a word? Can't really express myself when it comes to emotion that well. And so I don't really cry or nothing like that. But if you're one of those people who cry, it's okay. Cry. Probably makes you feel better. But, I mean, me, if I sit there and cry, I just be looking like I got too much going on. I'm sorry. I'm in school. I'm about to go to college. I'm about to become a genetic engineer. It's like, this is me. Like, I have bigger and better things to worry about or to sit there and cry about and not over a guy. And I think you should better yourself from a relationship, not sit there, pout, and be sorry for yourself and feel miserable for yourself. Sit there and say, like, I know what I like now. I know what I need. I know what I don't need. I know what I accept. I know what I don't accept. My standards are here. They're not falling from here. They're staying right here. Or you know those people to where you don't know what you want, or you're like, honestly, I think that with relationships, I think it's always more like it's full of fun when you just hop in a relationship and you get to know them along the way. Like, I mean, of course, you guys like been talking a little bit, like maybe like a month or two, but not like long. Mine, I talked for like 2 years, or like a year and a half. So it's like I already knew him, and I knew that I didn't like him that well. But when he asked me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out with you because I've been talking to you for this long, and why not make it official? It didn't last long because it's like we talked for so long. It was like we were in a relationship. We went through everything like a relationship, and it just didn't help. Like, I would have rather gone through that with the title, all that I went through, rather than not having the title and looking kind of crazy. But at the end, you know, I'm not mad about anything. I don't regret nothing. You know, it helped me better me as a person. Like, I know I'm not going to go through that again. I know I won't accept that again or even close to it. And I know that I won't date somebody like that person ever again because they're just not my type. They're not what I like. They're what I like at first, but then later on getting to know them, it's just, I know how it ends. So I just don't like them that much. And yeah, but I mean, I just feel that with relationships and breakups, everybody deals with them differently, and everybody has their own definition of a relationship. You make a relationship of what you want to make it. You set your own rules, you set your own boundaries. It's not what everybody else includes a relationship to be. You know, everybody includes a relationship being like boyfriend and girlfriend. Or everybody includes, just like people when they say like people who's been together for like 10 years, you think they were married or something, or they have kids, they have a family. It's like they set their own standards and boundaries in their relationship of what they wanted, and they stuck to it. You know, like, we're gonna stick to this. That's the same with the relationship. You don't have to be boyfriend and girlfriend. You don't have to be all lovey-dovey and all up on people, all up on each other. It's different. But then there are some people to where it's like they don't accept that. It's like, I want a relationship. It's a boyfriend. This is a girlfriend. It's what I am. It's what you are. That's fine. It's all what you want. It's all how you want to deal with it. All how you like everything. So yeah, that was a relationship talk. And if there's any questions, just of course ask. I'm not an expert. I'm not saying like I'm like Mrs. Dr. Phil or something, because I'm not. But or like Oprah or anything, because I'm not. I'm just saying like it's just nice to get like another person's perspective sometimes on things like people question about, like when I was like going through some similar thing. I'm like, is this okay? But then I was around people where they were in relationships and they actually had the title and stuff like that. So it's like, no, girl, it's not okay. Like, you should totally deserve the title. You totally should be his girlfriend. Everybody should know. But it was like everybody did know. They just didn't know I was his girlfriend. I didn't have that title yet. But then when we did become boyfriend and girlfriend, it was out there. But it didn't last long. So it didn't really matter to me. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I had fun. I know what I like now. And I'm moving on to bigger and better things. So, yeah. That's about it. So, yeah, any questions, just rate, comment, subscribe if you want to. We need some subscribers. But, yeah, thank you.